I'm Jim from the Melissa Foreman Morning Show, and we're here at Whole Foods. We're going to get the ingredients for the Master Cleanse Diet, and this is probably the easiest place and the best place to get the ingredients. So let's go on inside and get the ingredients.
Wise man said, when life gives you lemons,
this is one of the ingredients that you'll definitely need is the maple syrup, and you need to make sure that it's grade B. That's the most important thing. Why? I don't know, but that's what the book says. So, liquid cayenne pepper, very essential ingredient for this diet. Some people are using the powder, but this is much better. The powder I think is way too strong, so I would use this. I've never tried the powder.
wise man said, when life gives you lemons,
And then of course we need, it's the Master Cleanse, which is also called the lemonade diet, so of course we need lemons. Let's see here. Okay. And then of course we need water. You don't want to take it out of the tap. I would recommend the gallon, because half of this will make enough for the entire day, so that way you can empty out half and put half in another one, and you can just mix them and then have enough for 2 days. So I would recommend getting the big one. Oh, and there is a book called The Master Cleanser Diet by Stanley Burroughs. This is probably the best book on the market, so you can find it at Whole Foods in the book section. It's just like this. Okay, so now we're at my house and we're going to actually make the Master Cleanse Diet. And by the way, I'm not a medical doctor, so if you're, definitely check with your doctor before you do this. What else should I say there, Tony?
Yeah, just that this is something that you do. And if you want to do it, fine.
You use this diet at your own risk. Okay? So the first thing we want to do is cut the lemons in half. And then I have like this little coffee filter that I use so that the seeds don't go when I squeeze the lemons. So you just cut the lemon in half, squeeze it, and get as much juice out of it as you can. Like I said, you'll probably need 5 or 6 of these to make 8 glasses. I would recommend just making the full 8 glasses at one time. Otherwise, you're going to be running around squeezing lemons all day long. So you can see that it's filling up there pretty quick. So then we want to do we need 60 ounces of water for the which will make 8 glasses, which is what the recommended amount is per day. You can drink more if you want. You don't have to just drink the 8 glasses, but you should drink at least a minimum of 8 glasses. If you feel like you're hungry or getting hungrier, then you can just, instead of going for the food, which obviously you don't want to do, then you can just drink more of this lemonade mix. That will not hurt you at all. Half of this jug is approximately 60 ounces of water. If you buy a couple of these containers, then what will happen is once you get an empty container, then you can just, kind of pour half of it, so that way you have half in each one. So we need to have 12 tablespoons of this lemon juice that we just squeezed into the water. So I'll set this tablespoon, and make sure it's tablespoon and not teaspoon. That's very important. So we're going to do 12 of these. So right to the top, that's 1. There's a little bit left. I'll just dump that in there. It's okay. Okay, so we got 12 tablespoons. Next, we're going to put the grade B maple syrup, which also takes 12 tablespoons. So I still got my my tablespoons. So now I'm going to dump 12 tablespoons of this maple syrup. 12. Okay. So that's all set. So we've got the lemons in, we've got the maple syrup in, we have 60 ounces of water, and if you're not comfortable with how much water that is, you can always, of course, use the measuring cup to measure out 60 ounces. Okay? So we got that, and the next ingredient will be the liquid cayenne pepper. And that will be 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to switch this to the teaspoon. Some people can tolerate a lot of the hot pepper, and some people cannot, so you'll have to play around with this. You can put a little bit less if it's too hot for you, but some people can take it a little bit hotter than others. So go ahead and put the teaspoon in there, dump it in. And again, if it's too hot for you, then you can put a little bit less, but if it's not hot enough, then you can put more. Some people are actually using the powder. I think the powder is way too hot for me, but you certainly can use the powder as well. So we've got all that in the jug, and the reason I'm putting it in this jug is because that way you got it all in there. You can shake it up, nice and good. And this is enough for a full day's supply. Like I said, it's 8 glasses, 64 ounces, and it's all set. You can either drink this cold, refrigerated, or you can keep it warm, however you want to do it. Obviously, if it's going to sit in the refrigerator for a while for me, then it's going to get cold. But if you're carrying it around with you at work or taking it on the go, it's going to start to warm up. But you can drink it either way. Do this diet for a minimum of 10 days. You are not to drink. You can drink as much water as you want. Do not drink anything else other than water in this drink. If you get hungry, drink more of the lemonade mix. Absolutely do not eat anything. Do not take any vitamins. Nothing else should be taken with this diet because it is a cleansing of the body and it's cleaning out your body. And by doing so, then you're going to contaminate the body with these other things. So this is the only thing that you have. You can do it for a maximum of 45 days. I've never quite gone that far, but the minimum is 10. The max is 45. Like I said before, definitely check with the doctor before you do this diet. Everybody's body reacts differently. My experience has been the first 3 days, I feel kind of hungry, a little. Some people say that I'm a little cranky the first 3 days. But after the 3rd day, you'll actually feel full of energy. You won't be hungry at all. Now, the other issue, of course, is that because you're not eating, you're not going to the bathroom after like the first day or two. Obviously, you still have food in your body from when you started the diet. So you go to the bathroom probably the first day, but after that, you'll find the only thing you'll be doing is urinating. You won't be doing anything else. So that there will be 2 ways that you can get elimination out of your body. And the reason you want to do that, because think of it like sweeping a floor, is like you're sweeping up, but the dirt's not, you're not picking up the dirt. So you want to get everything out of your body. And you can do this 2 ways. You can either do a saltwater flush or a herb laxative tea. Okay, so I got the herb laxative tea and the sea salt. Now, the herb laxative tea, I really wouldn't recommend doing, only because when you drink this tea, what happens is it goes in your body, obviously, and it can take anywhere between 4 to maybe 8 hours to take effect, and then you'll have several eliminations after that, and that can last like a couple hours. So if you're working or if you're out, obviously, and you don't know when this is going to hit you, you don't want to be at the mall or at work or whatever and then have this, hit you, because it's almost like diarrhea. The sea salt, which you take 2 teaspoons of this, not tablespoons. The tablespoons will make your throat burn. 2 teaspoons of the sea salt with 32 ounces of water. Lukewarm water, and you can just get like it comes like in a bottle. You can get the bottled water at 32 ounces at any grocery store. Mix 2 teaspoons of this in there, and then you just drink this, and then within an hour you'll have several eliminations, and then it'll be done after maybe 15-20 minutes. So I would recommend this one because this is more controllable, and you can do this like when you come home at night or in the morning before you go to work, and then you can be done for the day. So and whenever you go to grab this out of the refrigerator or you have it at your desk, I would make sure you shake it up a little bit because it could settle like any drink. And again, just give yourself about 8 ounces at a time or however much you want. You can just drink it as you go. And again, if you need to drink more than the 8 glasses per day, you certainly can do so. Tastes just good, or what should I say? Refreshing. And if it, like I said, if it tastes too hot, then lighten up on the cayenne pepper in the next batch. If it's not hot enough, or if you feel that you can take more cayenne pepper, then certainly you can do so as well. Again, it just depends on your taste. That's the biggest complaint people have, is that it has like the cayenne pepper burns them too much, and that's probably because they're using too much or not enough, depending on what the case may be. So, okay. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.
Jimmy's trying the lemonade diet.